long-range projectile rockets used to attack local populace in Moirang. 70-year-old man killed, 5 injured. Suspected Kuki militants launched fresh bomb attack at Bishnupur district Strong Laubi, at least 2 structures damaged. And protesters form Human Change to denounce alleged inactions by central and state governments in recent drone attacks. Hello and welcome. You're watching Iscom English News and I'm Ruby Unkai with you. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. As situation turns from bad to worse in Manipur, the Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity (COCOMI) has called indefinite public emergency, shutting all schools and colleges. The step comes after a fierce bomb attack in Moirang resulting in death of a 70-year-old man and injuries of 5 others. A sophisticated long-range bomb was used in an attack on a locality at Moirang in Bishnupur district. The bomb was launched from Kosabung site of Churachampur district. The deceased has been identified as R.K. Rabai, aged 70 years, a resident of Moirang, Fayungbam Lekhai. He was preparing for a death ceremony at the residence of former Chief Minister Myrenbam Koireng on Sendra Road when Rabai was struck by splinters from the bomb and died on the spot. The injured have been identified as Salam Nanau, age 40 years, a resident of Sendra Road, Gelina Mahrembam, age 13 years, a resident of Sendra Road, Rajiv Elias Bobo, age 58 years, a resident of Sendra Road, Konjengbam Jogindro, age 52 years, a resident of Moirang Oksongbung, and Ngangom Ibobi, age 65 years, a resident of Moirang Oksongbung. Top-ranking police officials, including IGP Nishit Kumar Ujjwal and Bishnupur SP, along with Moirang MLA Thongam Shanti, have reached the scene and are investigating the attack. Talking to media person at the incident site, COCOMI coordinator T.H. Somarendro called indefinite public emergency until the situation in Manipur improves.
Project kan jisina phogda hojik India na tumin laithokpa aduga state government na khoigi pura kaido ki ta khoi dami gi ta tu lesin gi bai bse machi state lenga chu khanman thoi akhoi je smai thum yenga ga na khoi India gi basung kha cha le gadra hai gi wakhalo nu akhoi kokomi site gi thamjari or matum phiu phiu wamdana khoi lenga khadok phiu loina loina da akhoi Manipur meyam da amuk ju hanal khanan jage akhoi ngasi dagi hauna public emergency matam kaktana akhoi thanjare aduna school 원래 크리막 마시되게 거의 긴전전에 거의 잡잡아 거기 리젤라마 거기 머니푸르 시츄에이션기 파자바 뭐 거기 파갈라파 모ong도 방디 방어부디 거의 어떤 걱정나 거기 에머전시 락톡절에 하이나 고고미기 마케리 탐저리
Re hojik Manipur si tasengna da ngasi na Moirang da thoe ngasai yukna Rong Lawi da thoe nana som da thoe noma pen da basi samheng kale kaisu leite mukuki lising ama chu phada ba angang macha sing me khai bangam da ba sarkar si barot intelligence completely fail oire haina in lowe ai ek serviceman ni sugwa intelligence laina tawribra laitana tawribra khangdana tawribra haibam thokpa haigere na Bangladesh ke hana chief minister or kari prime minister manupi du su state da ai ji nangi Christian state ama sem na bai dumakta China na amadi nangi kano USA na mateng pange na hai bisi Bharat ki intelligence ke dong lei bagi ngasi drone thadra mi hale ngasi na bom thadra hale hayen kana hatoi ba sarkar si ki pen da bise sum pelak dab ta de Manipur so ni yokho ki lan la kana bise ma chi khangbi hoina hai jage
dagi hauna public emergency matam kaktana akhoi thanjare aduna school 원래 크리막 마시되게 거의 긴전전에 거의 잡잡아 거기 리젤라마 거기 머니푸르 시츄에이션기 파자바.
Meanwhile, the Education as Department has announced closure of all government schools government-aided private and central schools of the state tomorrow in view of the unrest and prevailing situation in the state and keeping in mind the safety of the students and teachers. All zonal education officers under the Department of Education schools, Manipur, have been directed to inform all concerned under their jurisdiction and take up necessary actions accordingly. A fierce gunfight erupted between two armed groups in the fringe areas between Bishnupur's Moirang and Churachampur's Kausabung after the fierce bomb attack that led to the death of 70-year-old man and injuries of 5 others. Here's a report from our staff reporter.
Changbung kuno haiba di maning gi leba ko gi mo changbung ko kuki khul di kaprok ko ni dina ko gi kon mong da ko gi security post ko dung kap dari ado ga marak sida ko gi ko na khanga pau da ko mo changbung kon gi ka to ki ba bom da na ko gi moirang gi bazar da leba ko reng gi khileba chaka da ko ta sam da gi ko gi thago ma ko sorat ko ma to ko gi sam da anang ngi le gi ra da ko mi ni na nak le bari su ena apet ko na phang pau da ji kan mo ko thona ri.
Earlier, suspected Kuki militants launched a fresh bomb attack in Manipur's Bishnupur district this morning, damaging at least 2 structures. Rockets were fired from elevated positions in the nearby hill areas of Churachampur district towards the low-lying residential locality of Tronglaubi, located around 45 km from state capital Imphal. According to police, the range of the rockets were estimated to be over 3 km. Fortunately, there was no injuries reported from the attack. However, a local community hall and an empty structure were damaged due to the impact of the bombing. In addition, the militants also fired several rounds towards Bishnupur district, prompting security forces to retaliate. Last night, Kumbi village, located a few kilometers from Tronglaubi, experienced heightened tensions after multiple drones were spotted hovering less than 100 meters above the ground. Human chains were formed today in various parts of the valley region of Manipur, strongly denouncing the alleged inactions by central and state governments in the wake of recent drone attacks. The protest was organized under the aegis of the Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI. During the protest, various slogans were raised, including calls to withdraw central forces if they won't act, and statements condemning India's view towards the people of Manipur. Protesters also demanded that alleged Kuki militants using drone bombing be declared terrorist group, labeling the drone attack as clear acts of terrorism. They expressed strong opposition to the Indian government's indifference and condemned the Manipur government's complicity in the ongoing crisis. Protesters stated that the state has been facing conflict for more than a year. They criticized both the state and central government for not bringing lasting peace to the region, describing the state government's incompetence as leading to more fearful attack by suspected Kuki militants. Protesters also condemned the recent drone bombing in Kotruk and Kadangmand under Imphal West, which occurred on 2 consecutive days. They questioned how alleged Kuki militants were able to use sophisticated weapons. They further stated that while the state government claims there is a gradual restoration of peace, alleged Kuki militants continue to launch fierce attacks. They question how long the state would have to endure such instability and violence. It may be noted that in a recent drone attack by suspected Kuki militants, 2 people were killed and 10 were injured. Among the victims, 1 mother was killed on the spot while her daughter sustained injuries.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯚꯥꯔꯠ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯕꯨ ꯉꯥꯛ ꯁꯦꯟꯒꯅꯦꯅ ꯊꯥꯖꯜꯂꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯁꯦꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯜ ꯁꯦꯀ꯭ꯌꯨꯔꯤꯇꯤ ꯐꯣꯔꯁꯦꯁ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯊꯥꯖꯜꯂꯛꯂꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯅ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯀꯨꯀꯤꯁꯤꯡꯅ ꯃꯩꯇꯩꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯕꯣꯝ ꯊꯥꯗꯕ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯩ ꯀꯥꯞꯁꯟꯕꯗꯤ ꯁꯨꯡꯂꯦꯞ ꯂꯦꯞꯇꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯇꯁꯦꯡꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯁꯤ ꯉꯥꯛ ꯁꯦꯟꯕ ꯉꯝꯃꯔꯣꯏ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏꯀꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯤꯔꯅꯨ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯂꯩꯕꯤꯔꯅꯨ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯊꯥꯗꯣꯛ ꯆꯠꯄꯤꯈ꯭ꯔꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯅ ꯁꯨꯝ ꯉꯥꯛ ꯁꯦꯟꯖꯔꯒꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯔꯝꯗꯝ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯥꯛꯆꯔꯒꯦ
Kokomina silakwa dumaba human change sida by peace court kumbina koi forum se koi som yazabani bana na sungulaba iram da masida koi kanadraba koi gi micham pajanga pangamdraba Indian force athu botamda koi manpuri lamai sidagi mayumda koi delhi da kanada amjigada bani ti koki asi terrorist haina koi kudukta government amsu inda government lautokada bani.
Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS Imphal inaugurated a luminous pulse 120-watt holmium laser machine today for the Department of Urology RIMS Imphal by RIMS Director Professor G. Sunil Kumar at OT Complex of RIMS Imphal in presence of RIMS Medical Superintendent Professor N. Sanjeev Singh and Head of Urology Department RIMS Professor A. K. Kaku Singh. Speaking on the inaugural program, Professor G. Sunil Kumar stated that the machine is one of the top models available in the world and more advanced high-power laser machine with Moses technology. So far, around 15 numbers of installation has been done all over the country. More precisely, RIMS stood first to install in Northeast and third installation in East India after AIIMS Patna and Command Hospital Kolkata. The machine has more efficient energy delivery mechanism, increased efficiency and comprehensive versatility and of urology operation than other previous machines. The machine will be benefited in removal of enlarged prostate tissue using laser beam and endoscopy, which was blocking the urinary flow from the bladder in benign prostatic hyperplasia BPH patients. It's really a boon for the prostate enlarged patients of the elderly population in the state. It also has an advance of urinary surgery and bladder tumor surgery. He also further mentioned that the newly installed machine is bound to improve patient care service. He expressed confidence for RIMS to deliver best facility and best affordable treatment to the people of Manipur and also in the neighboring states under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. The program was attended by the doctors, faculties, staffs and students of RIMS Imphal.
And as informed by Dr. Samrendra, our HOD Urology, that this particular instrument, laser luminous pulse 120 watt holmium laser, is one of the top model that is available in the not only in the country but in the whole world, where the patient suffering from prostate conditions, one of the most common disease for any male, while you cross 45, 50, everyone is bound to have some prostate issues. Then the very common kidney stones, then the bladder tumor. These are three sort of the targets who's going to be, being benefited by this instrument.
Landslide battered National Highway 29 connecting Nagaland's commercial hub Dimapur with state capital Kohima and Manipur was partially opened for heavy vehicles on emergency services today. The lifelines of the state was devastated by massive landslide at 3 locations along the highway on September 3rd night, snapping communication and killing 6 persons at Ferima under Chuko Kidima district. The government said all efforts are being made to restore the road and bring normalcy to the disaster-hit areas. With the effort of the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited, authorities and timely intervention of the state government, an immediate emergency arrangement was made for a single lane of National Highway 29, which was open and operational with 20 heavy vehicles at one go today. A minor girl was allegedly gang raped by 6 young boys in Assam Chirang district. The accused, including 2 minors, recorded the crime and later shared it on an instant messaging app group with an aim to blackmail her. The police have so far arrested 5 of the 6 accused after the minor victim's family lodged a complaint. The incident allegedly took place in August at the Bangtol area of Chirang along the Indo-Bhutan border. However, it took time for the victim's family to lodge a complaint with the police, as the minor girl did not reveal about the incident to anyone, as she has been threatened by the accused. The victim's family members say the girl was traumatized after being threatened by the culprits. The accused even tried to pressurize the girl further after she revealed the matter to her family. According to the police, an obscene video has been shared on an instant messaging app group recently, and it is suspected the accused tried to blackmail the victim with it. Majority of the accused are in their early 20s and belong to the same village as the victim. The police have collected evidence and recorded statement of the minor victim and her family members. The accused are currently being interrogated, and further investigation into the matter is underway. Meanwhile, the local populace has been protesting against the heinous crime and demanded strict punishment for the culprits. Supreme Court today refused to entertain a plea of former principal of R.G. Kar Medical College Sandeep Ghosh against the Kolkata High Court decision ordering a CBI probe into grave case against him. Union MOS and BJP leader Sukanta Majumdar alleged that TMC has been trying to hide the incident since the beginning, and they are trying to tamper with evidence. Enforcement Directorate ED officers today conducted simultaneous search operations at the residences of Sandeep Ghosh, the former principal of the state-run R.G. Kar Medical College and Hospital, and 3 of his associates in connection with alleged financial irregularities at the institute. The raids were carried out at Ghosh's residence in Baliaghata and 2 locations in Howrah and Subhasgram. All 4 are already in CBI custody. In another development, the victims' parents and family members who joined protests at the hospital on Wednesday night alleged that the police had offered them money even as the body of their daughter was lying at home. Now the headlines once again. Kokumi imposes indefinite public emergency in wake of escalated bomb attacks targeting civilian population. Long-range projectile rockets used to attack local populace in Moirang, 70-year-old man killed, 5 injured. Suspected Kuki militants launched fresh bomb attack at Bishnupur district Stronglaubi, at least 2 structures damaged. And protesters form human chains to denounce alleged inaction by central and state government in recent drone attacks. That is all the news we have at the moment. Thank you for watching Iscom English News. Have a good night.